Hello, dear students, and welcome to your English lesson. In this video, we shall be discussing the summary of Act 3, which is in your textbook from the play An Enemy of the People. As we already discussed the entire theme of the play or the plot of the play, that Dr. Thomas Stockman, he is a medical officer of the municipal bath in a town, and he gets to know that the water in the bath, the common bath, is contaminated or polluted and is not good for the people. So he wishes to have an article which is printed so that the people in the town are aware about the contaminated water. So what he does is he goes to the printing press and wants to have a talk with the editor, sub editor, or the printer of the People's Messenger, that is a printing press. Okay, so let us see, the scene here is the editorial office of the People's Messenger. Okay, now Hofstad. Now, who is Hofstad? We know that he is the editor of the People's Messenger paper. Okay, he is writing at the desk, and Billing enters with Dr. Stockman's report. They discuss the doctor's powerful writing and how they hope to use it to attack the government. After some time, Dr. Stockman enters and tells them about his argument with the mayor. Okay, because he had gone to the mayor and he had told him about this contaminated water, at which the mayor was, he was very indifferential towards it, and he said it's okay because if they take up the repair of the bath, then it is going to be very costly and it is going to take a lot of time, and so he just suggests that let the water be and let the people continue to have bath in the contaminated water. So Dr. Stockman comes and tells Hofstad and Billing about the situation at the mayor's office. And the three are very excited to tear down the current administration because they all know that the current administration is all corrupt. They are all, the administration is filled with people who don't care for the common man, but they care for themselves and their opposition. So the other people, that is Hofstad and Billing, they assure Dr. Stockman that all intelligent and prudent men will support the article. Okay, whatever article will be, printed about this contaminated water, everyone will understand the truth of it and they will support Dr. Hofstad. So Dr. Stockman, he believes that his article will send all the old incompetent at people at the administration level out, and the town will have a new government system. So Aslaksen insists that they proceed with moderation. Now they are very much afraid also about this because if they do a lot of hurry, then it might cause trouble for them. Okay, so he tells them that we should go slowly and proceed gradually towards this process. So he explains that he has learned caution when attacking local authorities. Because you have to always be careful when you're, attacking the authority people at some authority because they have some power, and if you do something wrong to them, then they might even cause trouble for you. So the doctor asks him to pay attention to his report to make sure that there are no mistakes, and he is deeply moved by the support that these people at the printing press are the editorial office. The support that they're offering, he's very much encouraged with this, and he's sure that his this kind of revolution is going to bring a lot of change in the town. So after he leaves, Hofstad and Aslaksen agree that Dr. Stockman will be very useful to them. Although for different reasons, Aslaksen is worried that the doctor is not prudent enough, but Hofstad wants to use him as a political troublemaker. Now, why he is not? They say because he is going to fight against the entire system, and that is going to be very dangerous for him. But the very fact that he is standing up for the rights of his people is going to be a great difference. It's going to make a great political trouble in the town. Okay. So Aslaksen steps out and Billing and Hope start to discuss how much they would like to get rid of him. Okay, there's one more person there, Aslaksen. Okay, and they want to get rid of him because he is a lot of troublemaker and they depend on him only because he gives them credit on printing the newspapers. So they wonder whether Dr. Stockman might be able to help, finance the paper, like for finance the printing of the paper for his article especially, so that they don't have to depend on Aslaksen. Okay, so he will likely become wealthy, they think, because as I told you in the introduction of the characters, okay, we know that Morton Kill, he is a tanner and he is a rich person, and he has adopted Dr. Stockman's wife. Okay, so he doesn't have any children, of course, and Dr. Stockman's wife is his only child. So he is going to give everything to them. Okay, after he dies, and so indeed, Dr. Stockman also is going to become wealthy. So they think that he will help them in some way by giving them some kind of financial help for the paper. Okay, so billing leaves, and after some time we see that Petra enters. Petra is Dr. Thomas Stockman's daughter. Okay, his daughter. So Petra enters, and she now what happened here is she had agreed to translate an English story for the paper. Okay, so that it can be printed in the paper. But now she says that she will not do it on the grounds that its content is against everything for which the paper stands. So like, for the paper speaks for something else, the paper usually has certain values and morals which are highlighted, but the book which she was supposed to translate in English talks about something else, and so she says that it's not needed that I should translate this particular book. Okay, so why she says that is because the article is about a higher purpose guiding people's action. The novel is unrealistic and also false to life. So Hofstad explains that the paper must print something to attract the attention of the reader so as to trap him into reading the more important liberal idea. So he says that we have to print something in the paper so that we have some kind of people who read our newspapers, they buy our newspapers and are interested in the stories that we print. Okay, so Petra feels that this is not honorable. Okay, this is something against her morals and ideals. Okay, that to print something which is just for the entertainment of people and not something that is right for the people. So she Hofstad instead tells that this is not his idea, but it is Billing's idea. So Billing is supposed to be Petra's fiance. Like she was kind of engaged to him. Okay, so Hofstad, instead of taking the blame, he puts the blame on Billing, saying that he wanted to print this particular story in the paper. So Petra is shocked to hear that Billing would be so calculating. Okay, she did not believe that her fiance, the person she's engaged to, would believe in such kind of thoughts and want these thoughts to be sent to the people in the form of the newspaper. Okay, so she refuses to do the piece, and she thanks Hofstad for his support of her father. So she knows that this person, that Hofstad, he's the editor, he's going to print her father's report about the contaminated water in the bath. Okay, so she knows about this, and she's thankful towards him that he's supporting her father. Okay, and helping him win the revolution that he's fighting against. Okay, so he tells that it makes it easier. Now why is he doing is because Petra is her father's daughter. Like he maybe somehow likes her, and so to favor her, he is helping her father. So Petra gets again very angry and disgusted, and she sees that Hofstad is not the man he pretended to be, and she tells him that she will never trust him again because she thought that he is genuinely helping her father. But now, after Hofstad said that he's not helping out of his own will, but just because he likes Petra, he's helping her father. So she gets very angry, and she just leaves the editorial office. Okay, as she leaves, Aslaksen comes in to tell Hofstad that the mayor is in the printing office. Okay, and the mayor arrives to Hofstad's surprise. So now we see that after Petra leaves, the mayor of the town has come there. Okay, probably he must have come to know that Dr. Stockman has given the article to be printed here. Okay, or maybe he's not, but he's just come there. Okay, and the mayor comments on how nicely the paper is set up. Okay, he begins to talk about the doctor's proposal for the bath. So he starts talking about a topic that he's worried about, that maybe the doctor must have come here and asked them to print this article. So Hofstad, he behaves as if he doesn't know anything about it until the mayor notices the doctor's report laying on the desk. So he himself sees that there's a paper there, and that is nothing but the report that doctor has submitted about the contaminated public bath. So the mayor tells Hofstad and Aslaksen that if the doctor's plan for the bath goes through, it will mean a huge sacrifice for the town. Now he starts convincing them to not print this article by telling them that if this bath, we take the repairing of this bath, then it is going to take a lot of time, which will not allow people to have bath there, first of all, and secondly it is going to involve a lot of finance. Okay, the money that will be the expenses which will be caused for the bath, will be out of the municipal loan, and the baths will have to be shut down for almost 2 years. Okay, so then these two, that is Hofstad and Aslaksen, they became aware about the situation. They think that yes, it's not right to just take up something and cause the common man harm, because if the municipal loan is taken, then it is the common man who will be paying the taxes for it, and so they will be pressurized simply. So they begin to change their minds about supporting Dr. Stockman, and the mayor assures them that the doctor's report is pure fantasy. Okay, he just says that no, no, it is all rubbish, nothing like that. He's just talking something to cause a lot of disturbance in the town. So suddenly they see that Dr. Stockman himself is approaching. Okay, like Dr. Stockman had come here earlier and he had given his article to be printed. So he comes again to check if the article is printed, or maybe to proofread the article in the newspaper. So he comes again, and the mayor, then with the fear that Dr. Stockman is going to see him, he hides in a side room. Okay, now the doctor wants to see the proofs of his article. Okay, when he comes, he says that just show me one of the article that you have printed so that I can proofread and you can go ahead taking the copies for the paper. But they are not yet ready, so he expresses to the two men that if any kind of celebration is being planned in his honor, then he wants them to put a stop to it. Okay, he thinks that they are all preparing for his celebration, and also he said just stop that and concentrate on printing the article. Okay, so while he's talking, Mrs. Stockman, okay, that is Dr. Stockman's wife, she enters and she has come to tell Dr. Stockman not to throw away the livelihood of his family by printing his article. Like I told you in the previous video, that if he prints this article, then it is going to be a trouble for not only him but for his entire family who will be paying for his ads. So she comes there to convince him that not to print this article. So she comes in and warns her husband of the trouble that he is getting the entire family into. But the doctor reminds her that he has a solid majority behind him, and she tells him that it is a horrible thing to have behind him. Okay, she tells him that it's going to be very dangerous. So he tells her to go home while he worries about society. Then he notices the mayor's ceremonial hat. Okay, like a mayor had come there, so he had kept his hat on the table and also his cane. Okay, so it was lying on the chair. So he understands that the mayor is here only, and he goes into the side room and takes him out of the hiding and tells him that the power has now changed into his hand. But as Laxon and Hope said, they take the mayor's side. Both explain that Dr. Stockman's plan will ruin the town. They tell him they won't print the article. Okay, so they tell him that we are not going to print this article because it is going to cause a lot of trouble to the common man. So they both explain Dr. Stockman's plan will ruin the town, and they tell him that they won't print it, and Hofstad won't dare to go against the mayor. Okay, because the subscriber, if he does something, that the people who are buying this newspaper will also stop buying it, and it will ruin the entire town and his newspaper. So Dr. Stockman, he understands that even these two have raised their hands, they have stopped supporting him. So he refuses to budge from his position. He says, no, I'm not going to change my decision. I will somehow get this conveyed to the people. So he maintains the truth cannot be killed by a conspiracy of silence. He promises that his report will be made public in spite of all the threats. So he says, okay, no problem. If you're not ready to print my report, no problem. I will go and I will shout out to the people in the town about the truth of the bathing, the common bathing. So the doctor moves away with his wife, okay, and he goes from there. After he leaves, the men turn against Dr. Stockman, and his wife comes to his side. He tells, that she tells, I'm with you, and they both leave. He's told that he will not have any place also to go and express himself. Okay, and the doctor, these two, Aslaksen and Hofstad, they join hands with the mayor, and he is told that he cannot have a hall to speak in, and no society will listen to him. And the mayor, at last, while leaving, gives Hofstad an official statement that he can print to quell any rumors. He threatens to stand on the street corner and read his paper to the people. So by the end, we see that no matter what these people do, whether they support him or not, Dr. Hofstad Stockman is so uh, sure that he is going to bring this public bath to justice, this municipal bath, because it is the question of the health of the people of the town, and no matter what consequences he has to face, he will not keep his mouth shut, but will go ahead and stand against all the odds and make the people understand that having bath in this municipal bath is going to be very very dangerous, and it is going to be unhygienic for them. Okay, so this is what is being explained in your textbook in Act 3. Please read the textbook from page 176 and go on reading till page number 193. Okay, and understand it's a very simple conversation. You will, I'm sure, be able to understand the entire conversation and see what has happened in this particular scene. And after you finish reading, please go through the brainstorming questions on page 194, 195. Okay, and try to solve them. If you have any difficulty, if you face any difficulty in answering those questions, you can anytime send a message, and I will be always there to solve your doubts. So till then, my dear students, thank you and have a nice day.